Hey everyone, welcome to KimYinYoga. I'm Kim, and today we have a sequence for the heart. To begin, we're going to activate Shen Men. Left wrist up. This little corner of the wrist, there is a divot amongst those 11 wrist bones. Right in the outside corner of the wrist, you can put your two fingers on one side. Thumb is pressing deep into Shen Men. And we just take 3 breaths here. Today's practice is all about the heart. Metaphorically, physically, spiritually. Whatever that means to you, know that we are activating the heart. Exhale out your 3rd breath. Right wrist, Shen Men. You can really feel when you get your thumb in there. I'm already feeling something. Pressing into Shen Men. 3 deep breaths. And as I exhale out the 3rd breath, lift the hands up over the head, a nice wide arm stretch. Push the heels of the hands out like Spider-Man, woman, person, spider, them might do, and then roll it the other way. So as if projecting those webs of Spider-Man out through the wrists, going both ways. And deep breath in and rain it down. Come on over. We're going to find, no big surprise, melting heart. Let's sit back on the heels for a moment, pushing back in and getting a nice foot stretch. I'm just coming forward with my elbows first on the mat. And I want my knees underneath my hips. And before you dive in, or just, if you know what you're doing, dive straight in and start. If this is new to you and you have any kind of back pain, be very aware that the tendency is to hyperextend the back, and you don't have to. You have control of that by tilting your pelvis. Oh, it just popped the other way. So melting heart is a front body heart opener. You can go into it in a multiple, there's a lot of variations. Again, if you know what yours is, just go straight into it. But we stretch out the hands, and traditionally the chin rests on the floor, and I'm not hurt, my lower back's not hurting, so I'm just allowing for the whatever curve I've got going on in my lumbar region. And the arms straight out. You're going to feel this in your shoulders, upper body. But if that position in any way tweaks your neck, or you think, I'm not doing that, 2 alternatives, 3 actually. You can widen the hands and drop forehead to the mat, keeping this natural curve of the neck and pressing beautifully into the 3rd eye. This is equally wonderful. Or you can do quarter dog, because this is a variation of down dog. Quarter dog, where I'll do this side, right angle 1 elbow, and you can rest your forehead on your forearm, left hand out to the side. We'll switch that over in a moment if that's what you're doing. Or you can get your bolster, bring it under you, and the only thing there is that you may find you just don't get enough stretch. It's not going to challenge you enough. So you decide, and we'll just have few more deep breaths here in this beautiful heart opener. Anahata Asana. Puppy posture. Melting heart. If you were in the position with your one arm folded, go ahead and swap that over. For example, I would go to here, if that were the case. So I better not get lopsided. Or just keep long, slow, deep breaths in your Anahata Asana. Make it special for you. 3 more long, slow, deep breaths. And as you exhale out the 3rd breath, we're nearly there. Push it on, push right on through, walk the knees back a little maybe, and find, I'm scooching back, Sphinx, where my elbows are under my shoulders, hands parallel, forearms parallel, fingers wide, pulling the mat apart. We're often pushing the elbow creases together, but in this one we're pulling it apart. And here, same thing holds true if you have any tenderness in your lower back. This can feel pinchy. So to protect this area, you've heard me say this before, tilt the pelvis. So you're pushing the pubic bone into the mat, tilting the pelvis. You have complete control over how much compression hits that lumbar spine. And we open up the front body. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And we're going to turn the head to the left on the next deep breath in. Over to the left. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Over to the right. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Back to neutral. Go ahead and push up to seal for a moment if you want to, if that feels right. Deep breath in, lift the chin to the sky. Exhale it out. Chin to chest. Deep breath in. Nose to the sky. Exhale it out to neutral. Come on down to forearms. And from here, we're going into child's pose. Push right on up, tuck your feet under. Now you can do a few different ones. You can have your toes together, lean on back into your tootsies, stretching your arms out thus. You can walk the elbows forward and Anjali Mudra behind the head. Or you can curl it all under, let the shoulder blades melt over the spine. This is my favorite for a variety of reasons, but especially after the front body opener. It's really nice on the shoulder blades. Just have a couple deep breaths here. The heart, astrologically, is ruled by Leo. And there's a few things about the archetype of Leo that can help us nurture our hearts. One is creativity. What do we love to do that's creative? And it doesn't have to be writing, composing a symphony or writing novels, or I can bake a batch of cookies and feel like I have created. It can be as simple as planting a herb in a pot. Just being out in nature. What we're looking for is communion with the divine, which of course happens in creativity, but happens in all the little things too. All right. Exhale out your final breath here in child's pose. Come on up over to the back. From here, we're going to do a bridge. Now, depending on where you're at with your yin practice, obviously you're not going to do anything that tips you over into pain, and you're only doing this for as long as it feels right for you. But with feet parallel, we're going up into a bridge. You can do small bridges right here. You can even, I'm grabbing my imaginary block. I have a block, but raw chews on it, so I can't leave it out. So I forgot to bring it. You can put the block under here. Or you can snuggle your shoulder blades under your upper back body. Clasp the hands, if that feels right. And we'll just hang out in a bridge pose. Again, opening the front body, but adding intensity to the hips, to the legs, and to the spine. The important thing here is not to allow the chin to drop like this, because not only challenging to talk, but it blocks your air. That's a cue. If you can't talk, you're probably not breathing. Chin up to the sky. And once up in this pose, it feels like, oh, I gotta use all my muscles to stay up here. No. Your skeleton will do it for you. Allow the feet to plant as if they were standing. Allow your shoulders and scapula to be the tripod. And just think of how your bones are holding you up and your muscles are utterly relaxing. 3 more long, slow, deep breaths, or come down whenever you're ready for rest. Every time you do the video, you'll find it different. And most likely your practice will grow as you put more time, Saturn, into it. Big breath in, and as you exhale it out, unclasp the hands, bring the spine down to the back, and right away I'm just going to keep my feet where they were, and as a kind of counterpose, I am keeping my chin up and lifting it forward. Immediately my abs are now switched on. They were expanded open, now they're contracted, and I'm allowing my spine to press flat into the mat. Deep breath in here. Exhale, exhale it out. Go ahead and keep your knees up. Feet go to the wide angle of the wide edge of the mat, and we'll knock the knees together. Place your hands over your heart. Get your shoulder blades comfy. Hands over your heart. Close your eyes. And we'll just take a few beautiful breaths here. And maybe think about the last time you thanked your heart for beating. Maybe this is a good time to send a blessing to your heart and what it does for you, non-stop, your entire life. It's real, it's physical, it's also metaphorical and symbolic. The seat of love and creativity. Send blessings to your heart. Feel the warmth feel the love. Feel the infinite possibilities. One long, slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale it out, bring your feet together. We're just going to roll over to the side and gently come back up to seated. Comfortable Sukhasana. Arms up overhead, Anjali Mudra. You guessed it, thumbs to your heart. Thank you for practicing with me today. Blessings to you all. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'd love to have you come